What's up YouTube? Today we're going to have a look at another Demonfx pedal. This one is the Demonfx Dualgun. It's a clone of the Kingtone Duellist. If you like the video though, please like and subscribe. It helps out heaps. Leave a comment down below as well. Have you got any Demonfx pedals or clones that I should be checking out? Because, you know, we're always on the hunt for new gear. So in the pedal, 2-in-1, we've got a Marshall Blues Breaker on one side and a Tube Screamer on the other. Tried, classic, happy days. We've got a couple dip switches for fat, stock, and glass settings. You know, it's basically just fat adds more bass, stock, glassy, cut some bass out. So settings on the pedal, obviously we've got gain, volume, tone. Like I said, we've got the dip switches for the different EQs. The pedals can be run independently of each other, so you can have either the Tube Screamer or the Blues Breaker on by themselves, or stack them together and create a lead tone. I bought this thing secondhand off Facebook Marketplace for like 20 bucks or something like that. So at that price, it was sort of hard to pass up to go and have a look at. Compared to the original, that's hundreds and hundreds of dollars. This thing was relatively a good deal for what it was. The good things about it is the Blues Breaker side. I really like Blues Breaker pedals. This thing sounds awesome on that side. Things I don't like about it, and this is my personal take, is the Tube Screamer side. I've never gotten on with Tube Screamer, so I don't necessarily like it. That's why this thing's so dusty. It's sat on my cupboard thing for ages because I don't want to use that much space on a pedal board for a pedal that I only used one side of. So since then, I've gone out and bought a Blues Breaker clone, and this thing has been relegated to the closet. The other cool thing about it is it's going to be really hard to sort of see, but the knobs, you can pull out a little bit and it loosens up the feeling of the knob. So when you twist it, it's easy to turn, but then when you're finished and you want to lock your settings in, you just push the knob back down and it locks it in place. So it's really hard to sort of turn, so you can't kick it or change your settings during the gig, which is, I think, really, really good. Bad side to that is, because it's a cheap ass pedal, the knob fell off. So I had to sort of glue it back into place. It still works as it should, but just, you know, it is what it is. It's got a bunch of dip switches inside that I don't necessarily play with. I'll put up on the video what they do. I know when I first got it, I opened it up and I played around with it and I found settings with the dip switches that I liked, and I just left them as is. The other bad stuff with it, I guess, if you can have a look at the back of it, it's Velcroed, but the screws fall out and then you lose them because for some reason, even if you tighten them up heaps, they're still wiggle out. But in saying all that, you know, for what it is and the price that I paid it for, it's a relatively well made, apart from those, you know, quality control issues. Pedal, it sounds really good. The Tube Screamer side sounds fine. It doesn't sound bad or anything. I don't like it. I've never gotten on with Tube Screamers, and I still don't. Like, I'd much rather have something like a Blues Breaker or a Timmy on my board. I've got an MI Audio Blue Boy from years and years ago that is meant to be based on a Tube Screamer, but has more EQ settings, and I'd prefer that over, you know, like a TS9 or an 808. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw up a backing track. I'm going to play over it, make a whole bunch of mistakes. We're going to do, you know, a section with the Blues Breaker, a section with the TS9, and then a lead section with the two tones stacked together. So the rig for this is going to be my guitar. I'll use a Fender Player Tele into this, and then it's going to go into a IK Multimedia Tonex One, just a clean pedal platform, probably Fender amp or something similar. And then from there, straight into the door, and then that'll be that.